What's going on, guys? Number one. Uh, Question of the day is, how did I become a coach? So, as I mentioned before, I'm a wrestling coach and I'm a PE teacher. I actually started coaching before teaching. So, how it went was early when I was in I want to say I was 20. I was at U of I for a couple years for college, and then I decided to switch. I couldn't get into my major, I couldn't get into PE. That's a whole different story. I couldn't get into it, and I decided to switch. I transferred to DePaul back in Chicago. So I came back. I decided I need a job. I need money, right? After high school, I would during my winter breaks when I came back, I'd go to my high school, go watch the wrestling, go help out as much as I could, just because that's what everyone usually does when they graduate high school. First chance they get, they come back and they beat up some of their friends that were either freshmen, sophomores, juniors. Now they're a year older, so you come beat them up and just kind of teach them. I did that my first couple of years, and naturally, whenever we came back, our high school head coach, he would always let us show one of our favorite moves. Like, go show one of your favorite moves. So we show our move and essentially coach, right? So I enjoyed that. It was cool. I liked it. I learned a lot in high school. I learned a lot from just wrestling. I learned a lot from a bunch of different coaches. I learned a lot by watching schools that were really good, and I watched them. So then would be my junior year of college is when I came back to Chicago. I was looking for a job. My buddy Tony and I went. We found a job. We went to GameStop. They were having interviews inside the GameStop, and they asked us, a bunch of easy questions. And basically, they were just gonna hire anyone, but they hired us, right? So we're all excited. We got Wingstop. I went home. I chilled. A couple weeks later, I forgot how it came to be, but my old high school coach, he's the one that he told me, "Hey, do you want to coach this year? Do you want to help out?" And I would love to help. And your brother's on the team, because that's one of my things I wanted when I came back from Champaign, was I was able to help my brother, and I really wanted to help him. So I was excited about that, but I need a job first. I wasn't even thinking about coaching. I was thinking about helping him whenever I had the time. And the coach told me, you come and coach a couple hours a week, whatever it is, just let me know. And I was hesitant because I'm like, oh, I'm be doing this GameStop thing, so I'm not gonna have any time. A couple weeks goes by, I don't get any hours from GameStop because of the days I had put in. I was like, I'm in school right now, so I told them that when I got hired. I'm like, I'm in college and I'm in DePaul, so I'm pretty far away. So whenever I do work, it's gonna be during these times or whatever. So actually, it wasn't the summer; it was later in the fall, September, October, and then when yeah, it was about October, and then I was really thinking about the wrestling, and I thought about, okay, well, I'm gonna be a PE teacher. What's gonna help me more in the future? Working at GameStop, that's 30 minutes away, in which I don't have a car. I don't know how I'm gonna get there yet. Or being a wrestling coach. And I thought, okay, well, if I coach wrestling, I get to help my brother. I'm gonna get experience. I'm gonna. That was weird. My car is making sounds. I'm gonna get experience. I get to work out for free. So there was a lot of positives. So I decided, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go coach. And it was the best decision I ever made. I ended up coaching my brother for his last 2 years. There was a lot of good wrestlers on the team, a lot of good guys that I will probably bring on at some point on here to show you guys. I'll probably post some of their videos and stuff. But these guys are awesome and great kids. People had very good work ethics. So that's how I became a coach. It was by accident. I wasn't planned. But the thing is, I always kind of like coaching. I always like helping people learn moves, help them develop. Even when I was a captain on the team, I would help the underclassmen, show them the move, stand there next to them, make them do it. Oh nope, dude, you did that wrong. Do this again. Do it like this. Blah blah blah. And I would coach some of the guys. I was like, this is how you do it. And not every guy does that in wrestling. So I kind of always had it in me. I just didn't know it. And that opportunity big jump started my whole life. And now years later, I love wrestling. I love coaching. It's the best. I get so much enjoyment out of it. And with COVID this year, I don't know if we're gonna have a season or not. But even if we don't, I'm gonna find a way to try to legally train kids as best as I can so I get them ready for next year. I have some kids that are in the elementary level. I have some kids in the high school level that want to be coached, that want to wrestle. So that's my goal. But yeah, that's how I got started coaching. I got started on accident because it was either GameStop or coaching, and I decided what would be better for me as a teacher. And the funniest part is now I identify more as a coach than a teacher because I've done it longer. I've put more hours in at this point. It's close, but I put more hours in at this point as a coach. And it's a lot of stories, a lot of cool stuff I'll explain and talk more about in the future. But yeah, that's how I got started. And I appreciate anyone who's been watching. You guys are the best. Like, comment, subscribe, spread the word. Uh, this is going to just be a video until it hits it big one day. But I appreciate all the support, guys. All right. See you later. Peace.